Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to PM with Kim, y'all. A wonderful Wednesday. Happy hump day evening to you. I hope all is well in your mind, body, and spirit, and that this message finds you doing well, and that you have made it home. For those of you who had to go out today, that you have made it home, or you're making your way close to home, that you can get ready to have some wind down woosah time. And for those of you who were in today, I hope you enjoyed your day and that all is well in your mind, body, and your spirit. Welcome back to PM with Kim, y'all. For those of you who are my regulars, I thank you for circling back around and sitting with me on a regular or a daily basis. For those of you who come and listen to me, and for those of you who are new, just joining this journey, this is PM with Kim, where I'm going to try to give you some evening inspiration to bless your soul and give you some tools, some resources, some things that you can take and use and or share with somebody else. So welcome back. I appreciate you all coming to sit with me. I have no intentions of holding you long, but Holy Spirit, have your way. Today was a good day. Every day is a good day. But it was quiet. It was quiet, and I did a few things, created a few little things and whatnot. So I'm enjoying the time. And they just sent a text a little while ago. My district, we closed on Friday too. They had already told us on Monday that we were closed Monday through Thursday. And then they just came on and said Friday will be closed too. And I read an article on WTOP News, and they were kind of trying to criticize the superintendent for calling it so early. But he was time enough for him. And what he said was that we have a huge district. And just because in one part of the county that the streets and stuff might be okay, if it's not okay in all parts of the county, then they err on the side of caution and they close the schools. And they knew from this storm that it was going to take several days to get, especially with the ice on top of the snow. And he said that, as parents, they deserve some notice. They shouldn't have to wait till the last minute. And teachers and principals, nobody should have to wait until the last minute to know and to be able to prepare. And so I thought it was a really good article. And then he also pointed the fact that because our district is so large, we got about 30,000 to 40,000 kids who walk to school. And as a parent, I'm not sending my kid out on this ice. No way. So he made the right call. But you know what? Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because people are going to have something to say about you, whether you're doing the right thing or not. So I'm glad that he was able to hold his own and not, buckle under the scrutiny of why they thought it was, kind of ludicrous to call it early. No, it was smart. And we as teachers, we appreciate it. Because I don't want to go to sleep and have to get up and wake up to see if it closed. Or wait until 11:30, 12 o'clock to know that I'm going to be off. So I respect it. I appreciate it. I probably will not like it because we'll be in school to the end of June. But you know what? I'm enjoying it while I can. You can't have everything perfect. You got to give up something to get something. And hey, so I'll take it. I'm safe. And my stuff is still not habitable. It's ice everywhere. So I'm gonna have to get it together over the next couple of days because Saturday evening to Sunday's a little more snow. So hopefully I'll have my stuff cleared up and manageable before then, so that whatever comes next won't just compound it. It'll just be a new something. So here's where I am, y'all. So I have the rest of the week. And I'm gonna try to make it count. Get some stuff done, in the house. I got a closet that I could contend with, and some papers and files that I just need to go through and just put in a bag to have shredded. And so I'll make use of my time. And then I need to exercise. I keep saying it, but I will. And just enjoying the time and getting my mind right. So here I am, y'all, and we're gonna get ready to jump into this PM edition of the Wednesday Wisdom. Y'all remember I used to call it Wednesday Wisdom and Wonderings. I'm not even gonna call it Wonderings anymore because don't nobody want to hear my wonderings, and God knows my heart. He already knows what I'm wondering, and he knows my heart, and no need for me to keep saying it. There ain't nothing changed. Just rewind and play. So I'm just going to dedicate this time to wisdom, and just trying to impart some nuggets of wisdom to you all and inspire you in some way where that you might be able to take it, apply it, and or share it. All right. So a couple weeks ago when I did it, I'm using this book here. I had it in my classroom, so in my class library, I had a few of these books, and it's called The ABCs of Life, Words of Wisdom from A to Z for Living Life to the Fullest. And I shared 2 a couple weeks ago, and I'm going to share 2 more. It's really good. And it's written for the student, the secondary, middle, and high school student, but it's so good for us. And so I have 2 that I want to read and have a little commentary on, and then I'll let you all go. I ain't gonna hold you long. But Holy Spirit, have your way. So again, this comes from the ABCs of Life, and I'm gonna do A and Z this week. I can't remember what I did the last time, but so this first one is called Accept the Challenge, and it reads: You must be willing to accept the challenge to be highly successful in life. Most people spend their entire lives waiting for opportunities and great things to happen. Instead of waiting for opportunities, you must take hold of your future and face each day with a spirit of optimism and excitement. You must make the opportunities happen and recognize each chance to do so. I remember my parents telling me as a child that the early bird gets the worm. This virtue still holds true. No matter your station in life, begin to accept the challenge as soon as the sun begins to rise each day. Time waits for no one, so there's no time for hesitation and no time for second guessing yourself. You'll encounter plenty of people throughout life who will second guess you. Don't join them. Leave minor details to those who live minor lives. You are on the verge of achieving greatness. Embrace it and make this your reality. Accepting the challenge requires that you take action, whether it's a baby step, a hop, a jump, or a giant leap. Begin each new day with a desire to excel and a passion for greatness. Without question, accept, ACCEPT, is an action word. You must accept the challenge, adopt the positive mindset that it's a brand new day, and that this new day is filled with opportunities, sometimes disguised as obstacles. Know you are going to make it happen. Begin today. Accept the challenge. And that is good old wisdom for us. Oh, it had so many meaty things in here. And I was like, yeah, that's what we have to do every day. We have to accept the challenge. Every day is a new day. And we've just got to face it head on, and understand that, it requires action on our part. To accept requires action. And when you're accepting, that means you're taking the energy and the wherewithal to move toward that which you want to achieve. And I love here where they said, it says, instead of waiting for opportunities, you must take hold of your future and face each day with a spirit of optimism and excitement. We got to go into each day with optimism and excitement, expecting good things to happen. Our mindset controls a lot of how we operate and how we function and the things that happen in our lives. That which we put out is the same that we get back. So if we're putting out good energy and optimism, we're going to find that return to us in kind. So mindset matters. It really does. And then it says here, no matter what station in life, begin to accept the challenge as soon as the sun begins to rise each day. And I think about reading about different things about people, the rich people, and how they talk about they get up early and they're grinding and they're about their business and whatever else. And even if you're not trying to be rich, at least you're trying to prosper and grow and be successful. And so, as soon as your day starts, start with optimism and to seize the day. Do what you need to do to take one step forward and one step closer to the things that you want to achieve. And don't think that things are going to come and just fall on you in your lap. It's just not how it works. And then the window of opportunity closes quickly. So if you're alert and if you're ready and if your mind is focused on getting the things out of life that you want to get, you're going to be attuned and you're going to be ready to take action. And it says here, and this is one of the ones I love just for my life. It says time waits for no one. So there's no time for hesitation and no time for second guessing yourself. And then you'll encounter plenty of people throughout life who will second guess you. And that is so true. I'm not going to second guess. I know what God says to me. I know how he speaks to me. I know how he speaks through me. I know the things that he puts in my path and the things that he tells me and shows me. And you can't hesitate and you can't second guess yourself. Go with your gut. And typically, my mother always used to say, go with your first mind. And don't second guess yourself. And don't get in a place where you allow people to second guess you, because people are going to second guess you anyway, but don't let it be something that you take on and make it your reality. What they do is their business. But you have to have faith and knowledge in yourself and believe that the way you're operating and the way you're moving and the way that you're doing according to what God says for you and how he speaks to you, it is real and it doesn't have to make sense to anybody else. And if you know, you know. So I like that part. It says accepting a challenge requires you to take action, whether it's a baby step, a hop, a jump, or a giant leap. Begin each day with the desire to excel and a passion for greatness. One step at a time, one foot in front of the other. Baby step, big hop, giant leap for mankind, whatever you need to do, but you gotta move forward in the thing that you're trying to achieve. You gotta step boldly into the next phase. And the thing is, and I said this before, God will give us, he don't always give us the whole big picture at one point in time. He gives us a directive, and we're to take that first step. And then once he sees that we've taken that step and we're walking in accordance to the path that he set for us, then he's going to give us the next set of instructions. And then we take the next step. And as we go and as we're more confident and as we hear from God and as we become more confident in hearing him and knowing it, then those small baby steps become big hops and leaps. And when you get bold and courageous and audacious in God and strong in your power and the will and the ability to hear and attune to God, those baby steps become leaps of faith. And that is what we have to do to get to the things that we want. Trust God with each step, one step at a time. We don't need to have the whole big picture at one time. Make that step, even when you don't see the path in front of you, you make it anyway, because you know that God is covering you and he's keeping you and he's leading you and he's guiding you and he's got you. And he ain't gonna let you fall. He ain't gonna let you waver. He is always there, above, beside, beyond, front, back, and everywhere. And whatever step you take, he's gonna be there to help you. But you gotta take the step and seize the opportunities and have the right mindset and mentality that I'm going to get what I want. This is what I want. This is what I'm going to do. And here's how I'm going to get it. And you walk boldly in it and you trust God to carry you through it and carry you to it and to lead you and guide you and to be your eyes and to be your ears and to be the light and the lamp unto your feet and the light unto your path, so that you know which way you're going, so that you can grab a hold of everything along the way. And you're grabbing hold and you're seizing the opportunities and you're grabbing hold because you are walking in obedience and you're taking the steps courageously and boldly to get things that you want. So I love that one. And it says, no, you are going to make it happen. Begin today and accept the challenge. So that's what I'm telling you. Know that you're going to make it happen. Begin today and accept the challenge. All right. So that one was good. That was the first one. And then the last one, the second one here, I picked the Z. It says zealously strive to achieve. And then it reads, when it comes to your life, I wish you passion, patience, and personal power as you strive to achieve your goals. In order to do this, to place all the ABCs in life in the proper perspective, you must zealously strive to achieve. With every fiber of your being, you have to know that you have what it takes to make it. You should be zealous in all that you do. Pursue your dreams like a child let loose in a toy store. You never know when your mother will say it's time to go, so dive in and try out all you can while you can. You are designed for great things, and your future is growing brighter by the second. Allow tenacity to be your fuel, passion to be your engine, and zeal to be the oil that keeps the motor running. You will live a prosperous life when you use everything within you to zealously strive to achieve. And that is so relevant and true in our lives today. I love and I'm a teacher, I love the alliteration. And, a lot of pastors use, the alliteration. It brings homes in on the point, and it makes it crafty. And so it says, I wish you passion, patience, and personal power. We got to have passion about stuff, about the things that are deep down in our soul, about the call and the purpose of God on our lives. We have to have a passion about it, because that will be the thing that spurs us on. And then patience. Patience. Because sometimes we're moving along really smoothly, and then we get to a stop sign. You got to pause for a minute. And then God says, okay, ready, go. And you move. And then you might get into a little dip in the road that slows you down a little bit, but you're still moving. And that requires your patience. That, every road is not going to be smooth. It might be zigzag. It might be up and down. It might be, might be some stops and some pauses along the way, but that's where our patience comes. But if we're fueled by our passion and we know where we're headed, the patience, those pitfalls and those pit stops rather, and delays aren't going to shake our foundation, because we already know deep in our core, our passion, our purpose, and we're moving toward it. And the patience just is, patience is protection. It's protection, and it's preparation. And so as you're working into the passion of the things that God has put in your spirit, and you come to a patience point that is either a pause for protection, or it's a pause for you to prepare for the next leg of the race. And then power as you strive to achieve your goal. And as you're moving on that path, down of your path of purpose with your passion, then you will have the power to keep moving forward. The power of God and His Spirit that it dwells in us will shape us and lead us and guide us and fuel us so that we can keep running towards zealously. Zealous is to have excitement, fervor, energy. And so we can run zealously toward our passion and our purpose in the power of God, working through the patience that we run into at some point along the way. And then it says, with every fiber of your being, you know what it takes to make it. You should be zealous in all that you pursue your dreams with. Okay, I did. There's what I was looking for. Pursue your dreams like a child let loose in a toy store. And you don't know when your mama's going to call you to say, come home. You got to chase down, tackle, pursue with passion and power your plan and your purpose of God like never before. Like you get let loose in the candy store, or, and that you just in awe. The excitement. You remember how you were a kid and you got to get your toy, or you got to get something from the store. You were all excited. That is what the passion for our purpose should be. And the power that God gives us to pursue it, you just got to hold on zealously to that and pursue it with the power and the passion and the zeal that God says, because in your mind, you've got your mind set and pursued on the challenge. You accepted the challenge, and you know that you're striving toward that plan and that purpose, and you're doing it with zeal and power from God, and you can't fail in that, because the power of God is mighty and strong, and you can't lose with that. It moves mountains. It clears paths. It helps you to be able to ascend the mountain when you need to. It gets you through the valleys, and it helps you to ascend the mountain, so that when you get to that point, that mountaintop experience, the passion and the purpose all makes a sense, and you are zealously excited about what you've come into, because God has led you and you've listened and you've moved in the path that he's directed for you. You've paused when he said pause. You've gone the direction and moved and pivoted the way he's told you to move. And you've been doing it with passion and purpose and power. And you just, all you can do is say, thank you, God, for the beautiful result that comes from it. And it says that you're destined for great things and your future is growing brighter by the second. Tenacity. You allow tenacity to fuel your passion. Tenacity is that oomph, that grit, that desire, that strong will, grit, and desire to have and to be whatever that passion or purpose is. And then let that be your fuel. Passion, allow tenacity to be the fuel, passion to your engine. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Okay. Allow tenacity to be your fuel. So tenacity, the grit, that's your fuel to get you towards your purpose. And then passion to be your engine. The passion, your purpose, that's your engine. That's what drives the whole car. And zeal to be the oil that keeps the motor running. That excitement that keeps it flowing and keeps you moving forward every day, taking a hold and grasping everything that God has for you, because you're in alignment with what he has planned for you, and you got power and you got purpose and you've got a mindset that says, I am going to take hold and grab everything that God has for me and do it as unto the Lord with all of your strength and all of your power. And it says you will live a life prosperous when you use everything in you to zealously strive to achieve. Goodness is ours. Greatness is ours. God has nothing but great things in store for us. And we just have to line up with his will and purpose, his plan and purpose for our lives. Doing the will of God, being obedient, hearing from God, not second guessing ourselves, and moving boldly and zealously and audaciously and confidently toward the thing that God has placed into our spirit, into our heart and our soul to do. And he will be the fuel. He will be the fuel that will keep our engines going, and that passion and that zeal. And we will walk into the greatness and the beautiful blessings and abundance and life that God has established for us already. We just have to do our part and to make the move and to walk boldly in it, and to navigate the path that he set forth for us, and understand that some of the path as you're moving towards your purpose, your passion, the power that you have as you're moving forward. Understand that in your power, you're going to have some patient stops. You're going to have some pauses that are there for your protection, and you're going to have some some stops that are going to prepare you to keep moving zealously toward that thing that God has placed in your spirit to do and to be. God has a plan for you. He has a plan for me. He has divinely orchestrated it. We are going to be in alignment with the timing in which he has us to achieve it. But as we go forward every day, we're going to take a baby step. And then once you get your fuel going, you're going to take a bigger step. You're going to take a big leap. And eventually you're going to be running towards that thing, because the power of God is going to be jumping all over you. And you're going to see where he's heading, taking you. And along the way, you're going to reap the harvest as you go along. And it's just going to make you even more zealous to keep going in honor of the things that God has put into your spirit to do, and the power that he has given you to do it. So accept the challenge and work zealously toward fulfilling and being in the will of God, doing the ways of God, hearing from God, walking in obedience to God, and staying connected to God. And you and I, it is the life is going to yield, is yielding, and will continue to yield the blessings and the favor of God. And we will walk powerfully into our plan and our purpose, with God being the power that fuels our passion. So that's it. That's all, y'all. I pray that the rest of your evening is richly blessed. I pray that that you'll enjoy the rest of your evening and take care of yourself, do some things for yourself, wind down, woosah, and just take care of your mind, body, and your spirit, and enjoy the rest of your evening. And that when you lay down tonight, that your sleep will be peaceful and restful and sweet, and that you will have divine dreams, and that the hand of God will rest upon you all night long, and that the angels will encamp around you and your home and keep everybody in it safe from any hurt, harm, or danger, and that you will awaken tomorrow refreshed, revived, renewed, and ready to run on passionately and zealously towards your plan and purpose in God, and running on to see what your day will be and how God will move you even closer to the things that He has in store for you, and that you will go and just make sure that tomorrow you are ready and willing and excited to accept the challenge of another day as you move boldly and courageously and confidently into the things of God that He has for your life. So may the Lord bless you and keep you. May He make His face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May He lift up His countenance upon you and give you peace. Peace that surpasses all understanding. Peace that guards your heart, your mind, your soul, your spirit, and everything about you in Christ Jesus. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. And may the love of God cover you from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. And may He richly and abundantly pour out blessings upon blessings over you and everybody attached to you, and that you will have all of your needs met, and you will have some of the things that you want. So go and be wonderful for the rest of your evening, and be excited and anticipate what tomorrow has in store for you. And when you awaken on your thankful and thriving Thursday, you thank God, you focus your eyes on Him, you keep your hand in His hand, and then you walk boldly and you move one step closer to your passion, which is your purpose and your plan from God, and in the power and the authority that God has given you through Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit that dwells in you. So have a blessed and beautiful rest of your evening. And don't forget me in the morning on AM with Kim. I will have something to say. You know I will. All right, y'all. Peace and blessings from my heart to yours. I love you. I love you. I love you. Go and be wonderful and have a blessed woosah wind down Wednesday evening. All right. I'll see you in the morning.